That's the second agent we've lost trying to get that dispatch case.
Yes, sir.
Any new ideas, Bain?
Yes, sir.
I'm listening.
Espionage today is mainly larceny and homicide. The best people for that are thieves and murderers. If we want to steal something, let's hire a thief.
Who did you have in mind?
Alexander Mundy. The best thief I ever met.
And if he's that good, how did he wind up in prison?
Because I was the best cop he ever met.
Alex. Oh, good morning, Father. Very nice. But, what's become of that magnificent Grecian urn?
I did finish it, Father, but it's been broken.
Oh,
the two men that carried it out to the truck dropped it.
I realize it was exceptionally large, but I would think that two grown men could handle it.
Well, it was also exceptionally heavy at the time.
At the time?
I was in it. You can still have your Grecian urn. I can't make it for you, but you can.
Well, I do enjoy working with clay in here, but that's a big project.
Oh, it'll be a cinch for you, Father. Well, I'll help you with it.
Well, I have...
I'll get you work clothes. Sit down, Father.
Father. It's always good to see you.
Bless you, my son.
Hi, Father. I was just on my way down to see you. I have something here I think you'll enjoy delivering.
And what might that be?
A parole for Alexander Mundy.
A parole?
I don't understand it either, Father. The man's an incorrigible scoundrel. I'm glad to see him go. We've had to double our security since he's been here.
Well, I'll make sure that he gets it, Warden.
I'm sure you will. You've always been close to him. Goodbye. Good luck, Al.
Thanks, Warden. Let me get this straight, Noah. You want me to steal?
For Uncle Sam, you understand. As long as you keep stealing, you stay out of jail. Ironic, isn't it?
Hilarious.
You'll be strictly on your own. You report regularly to your parole officer and observe all rules and regulations. If you get picked up for a violation, you go back to prison. We won't help you. We won't even recognize you. We never heard of you.
Terrific.
Who lives here?
You do. You also have homes in New York, California, and the Riviera. They're yours, so to speak. You liked high living, that's what made you a thief. We want you well adjusted. Got your measurements from the FBI. The tailor said they were the most exact they ever worked with.
I may have to make all my clothes.
This is your private library.
And these are my private libraries.
Miss Claire Vickers, Miss Hillary Dickinson, and Miss Jessica Hall are a specially selected international unit. Expert in counter-espionage, languages, and hand-to-hand combat. An international playboy would seem undressed without international playmates. Well, we don't want you to get too playful, so we've worked out this in-depth arrangement.
Well, I've heard of menage a trois. But four-handed?
5. You've overlooked our electronic chaperone. There's a TV scanner in each room. Your every move will be monitored by a central control officer. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. This is Central Control. We have the entire area under electronic surveillance. In addition to closed-circuit TV scanners, we have directional microphones in every room with UHF sensitivity. Over.
I presume you've been briefed on Mr. Mundy's personality quirks.
The criminal case file describes him as slick, smooth, fast-talking, con artist, pickpocket, cat burglar, wolf, thief.
They're just trying to make me look good.
Claire will be assigned as your girlfriend, Hillary your social secretary, and Jessica your housekeeper. The parolee is hereby remanded in your custody.
Just for the record, girls, the word wolf is underlined, so brace yourselves.
I'm braced. He's adorable.
I don't get it. He's supposed to be dangerous, but all he does is lie around and read poetry.
He's a sheep in wolf's clothing.
I don't trust him. He's probably only lying in wait, getting ready to pounce.
I've given him every opportunity to show his true colors.
He treats me like his great-grandmother.
He'll crack. And when he does, I'm ready with karate chop 9B. Right in the wolf plexus.
Parolee moving from bedroom.
The poor guy can't even take a shower.
Here he comes.
Oh, excuse me, Miss Vickers. I didn't mean to disturb you.
What's on your mind?
Well, can you tell me how to approach Miss Halls?
I advise you not to approach her.
Oh, you don't think I mean... Well, she's a great scout, but as far as anything personal, she does the cooking.
Yeah?
Well, I like to put on an apron and putter around the kitchen.
You cook?
Eggs are my specialty. Scrambled sunny side, coddled. I guess I've been behind bars so long that, well, not too much turns me on.
Cuddled eggs turn you on?
Eggs Benedict. They're more exciting. I guess there's nothing better than good friends, good books, and good food. What else can a man ask for?
Oh, nothing. Nothing else.
The courier's in the middle car. The others are obviously bodyguards. Hold it, Conley. The case looks like leather, but it's actually metal. It doesn't open unless that shackle comes off the courier's wrist. Go again.
What's in the dispatch case?
Supposed to be routine diplomatic documents. And funds for operating the Congolese embassy here in Washington.
Congolese.
Kengo. One of those new Middle Eastern republics that sprung up while you were out of circulation. Small, but they get a large diplomatic immunity from customs and immigration. Just like any other country. We can't ask them to open that dispatch case without causing an international incident.
What's really in the case?
We don't know.
Well, that's not easy to steal.
All we do know is that it's caused the deaths of these 4 men. SIA agents. Top secret. Stationed in Budapest, Prague, Istanbul. and Ankara. Once a month, within 2 days of the Congolese courier's routine diplomatic missions, one by one, these agents were exposed and murdered.
Why don't you close up the Congolese embassy?
The State Department needs their vote at the UN.
They don't sound like they're on your side.
Oh, the Congolese government isn't in on it. The Congolese courier uses diplomatic immunity to cover himself when he contacts the leak on his own.
Why don't you nail him?
We'd like to. But first, we got to find out how he gets absolute identifications of our top secret agents. It's a dangerous leak.
It's all there. The same as always. American currency. 50,000 in small bills. Serial numbers not in sequence. 2/3 for you, 1/3 for me. Only 3 this time? They have raised the price to 10,000 per picture. I will have to give back 20,000. Now look, they will do business with us as long as we deliver. We are partners. But if you wish to end it, to take your share and get out clean, I will buy all of the pictures, the whole cachet, for $500,000.
One by one. If we let them all go, we have no insurance. They may kill us.
They cannot kill you.
What I'm really saying is, they'll kill you.
I'd better get going. The first plane leaves tomorrow.
I'll be watching over you.
My golly. 9 o'clock.
Why, what's on at 9?
Oh, I'm no use unless I get my full 8 hours.
It gets you up at 5.
I like to watch the sunrise.
According to your case file, you stay up all night and do the boogaloo.
Well, you have no idea what prison can do to a man.
You're sure you're not just bored stiff?
Now, how could I be bored with a wonderful person like you to keep me company?
What are you sketching?
Oh, I work from memory. Bowls of fruit, bouquets, still life.
You think you could handle a woman?
Anything but people.
Well, you two are sure living it up.
He's drawing a fruit ball from memory.
I'm going to turn in as soon as I finish this.
No point of all of us hanging around. Maybe Hillary and I can find an exciting movie or thing.
You go on. The situation here is totally and completely in hand.
Good night.
Good night.
Night. All finished. Time for Betty Bye.
You'd better send for a TV repair service. Our total surveillance monitor seems to be picking up a test pattern.
Do you mind if I kiss you goodnight?
I thought you'd never ask.
You really need me, Noah. But I'm not sure I need you. I feel a lot healthier being a live thief instead of a dead spy.
Oh, look, Al. I'm not asking you to spy. Just asking you to steal. You don't have to sneak around and infiltrate. Just pull a normal, natural heist. You'll be safe, I promise you. Look. It's against parole regulations, but I'll issue you a special permit.
Come on. No self-respecting member of my profession would be caught dead carrying a piece.
I beg your pardon.
Tell me, does this diplomatic milk run use scheduled commercial airlines?
We'll get you the flight, seat number, and departure time.
You get me a dispatch case, an exact duplicate of the one you want me to steal.
Hello, pussycat. How do? Dixon's the name. Herb Dixon.
Oh, yes, here you are, Mr. Dixon. You and Mrs. Dixon are in seats 1A and 1B.
Tell you the truth, Mrs. Dixon isn't coming. We had a spat at the hotel. I'm sorry I couldn't let you folks know ahead of time in order to sell the space. Well, I guess I'll just have to sit there all by my lonesome.
It's a shame.
I thought so too, pussycat, till I saw you. Scusate, signore, signorina. Andiamo, ragazzi, eh? Andiamo. What are all those Italian movie stars?
No, that's the soccer team that just toured the United States.
Oh, soccer. That's a rough sport. Now, pussycat, if they give you any trouble, you just holler for old Herb Dixon. I'm the factory rep for United Nylon Products. I like to say I'm in ladies' lingerie, huh?
Hi, welcome aboard. 2A and 2B and 4A and 4B. Welcome aboard.
Flight 107 from Washington, D.C. to Lisbon, clear for takeoff.
Mind if I sit with you during takeoff?
Oh, my pleasure, pussycat.
Better fasten yours.
Oh, I always have trouble with these things. You do it for me. How about you and me having dinner tonight, pussycat?
What would Mrs. Dixon say?
I told you we were separated.
thought you said you had us back.
I just decided to divorce her, Pussycat.
Listen, you call me Pussycat one more time, and I'll tell those men over there that you're working for Noah Bain.
I didn't think you were the type to go for the type I've been playing. Doesn't Bain hire anybody but pretty girls?
Sure, the lady cab driver that brought you to the airport.
Looks like he's got most of his spies spying on me.
Did it ever occur to you that he might have planted us there to give you a hand in case you need one?
Didn't he tell you? I'm a lone wolf.
Just said you were a wolf. I'm in ladies' lingerie.
I intend making quite a nuisance of myself before this trip is over. I wanted to make sure I was the type.
You're the type.
Vickers, checkpoint 1. Yes, sir. We're ready to turn back flight 107. The airline is ready to cooperate and is standing by to radio orders to the chief pilot. Takeoff from National Airport 6 minutes behind schedule. Yes, sir. We are set for 2200. Change to 21. Repeat, 2100.
That's it. 2100.
Flight control, this is Vickers. SIA code 196-19. Please issue special in-flight order at once and return aircraft to National Airport. Thank you for your cooperation.
Stratojet 9er, Able, 32 Bravo. This is flight control. Over.
BW1, Stratojet 9er, Able. Come in, flight control.
9er, Able, special order, effective at once. Inspect all luggage in forward bulkhead.
BW1, what are we searching for?
Proceed with general inspection of luggage. Attribute reason to crank call. Upon completion, you are to return to port of origin. Over.
BW1, special order going into effect.
May I have your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen? I'm sorry to disturb you folks. And first, let me say that there's nothing at all to be alarmed about. However, it's our policy to take every precaution for the safety of our passengers. And airline passengers do become alarmed when they don't know what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had a crank call. Now, it's no different than any of the other calls we received in the past, and they never amount to anything. But we're going to have to go through the motions and examine the luggage that you've brought aboard with you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. There's no need to disturb the rest of the passengers. We're only concerned with this section.
Open.
Hablo questo. Rapidilo questo.
Like to keep a little something for yourself, Pussycat?
Leave it open.
Thank you. If you don't mind, sir.
You may inspect those things above, Captain. But this is privileged diplomatic baggage.
I'm afraid I'll have to insist, sir.
Absolutely not, Captain.
How do you like them apples, folks? These jokers are all willing for us to get blown to bits while they stand pat on diplomatic protocol.
Hey, yeah, come on, hey, open it.
Now take it easy, sir.
We understand your problem, Captain, but we're not going to stand by and let them lean on you. Now are we, folks?
Let's see.
Sir, the odds are 1,000,000 to 1 that there's
We don't like the odds, Captain. We don't like the odds. And the best way to reduce him is to open up that case. Now either you're gonna open it or we are, if we have to tear your arm off with it. Ain't that right, fellas?
Hold it.
Very well. We will permit a brief inspection of the case by the captain.
What's going on?
Everything all right, Joe?
It's okay now, Skipper.
Thank you, gentlemen.
If you want any of that stuff, you can have it. Your captain may be a good pilot, but somebody's going to steal his airplane someday.
Hey, would you please be careful?
What's wrong? How did you know we turned back?
Check the dispatch case. I followed your flight frequency. They carried out some special kind of order.
They switched cases.
Be careful, I know them. I've been working on the case.
See him?
Yes, but I don't know him. He's either a new agent or a specialist brought in for the theft. Get on the car phone. Report to the Kingdom ambassador. Report a breach of diplomatic immunity. Hurry.
This is mobile KG 62114, District of Columbia. I want 637-9025.
What about the police? They'll stop at the far ramp.
This is Courier 031, Kengol Mission. Yes, sir, we were brought back by an emergency order. The diplomatic dispatch case was stolen in flight. Shots were fired and lives endangered. Yes, sir, a definite breach of diplomatic immunity. The police are arriving now. Yes, sir. No statements until you arrive.
What are we going to do? The SIA's got the photographs.
We have 36 hours. I know them. They'll pull all their agents and put everything they've got into tracing the film clips. They'll use electronic techniques, reconstruct my print skin traces. They'll know I used a photocopier. It's too late to keep selling one at a time. We've got to unload. Sell all the photographs right now. You said you could get $500,000 for the entire cachet. Get it.
I don't know what I can get now. Besides, I cannot carry them on me.
We'll find a way to deliver. We'll arrange a contact point outside the country.
But where?
The North Rendezvous Point. Tell your buyers to give us the name of a receiving agent and we'll ship the entire cachet in a covering container. Work it out. The exact time and place. If we move fast enough, we can hit the SIA before they hit us.
Noah? Just came back from state. Defense, Treasury, all the big ones were there.
Can you hold them off for a couple of days?
If this Kengolese complaint sticks, I don't want anyone aware that you're consorting with a known criminal.
Maybe if you explain what we're trying to do.
I will not explain a convicted criminal playing footsie with an SIA squad.
Give us a chance to try another way with him. He's the best link we've got.
You are hereby directed to get rid of him. Get him out. Get him back in cell block 11 before you get your budget appropriation cut down to 2 figures. 00.
You look a little pale.
Somebody breached diplomatic immunity. Deliberate, flagrant, illegal seizure of routine privileged documents.
This what you're looking for?
ID photographs.
They're over a year old. They were run off on a chemical photocopier. We switched to an electronic copier last June.
Let's narrow it back. Agents with all departments access.
I'll leave you all to your puzzle.
Just a minute. You're not going anywhere.
You made me a couple promises, Noah. You didn't keep the one about no personal risk. All I got was shot at and run over by a plane, but that's okay. That's okay. I snatched your thing here, and I know you'll keep your promise about permanent parole payable on delivery.
You delivered a full-scale international incident.
Don't try to pin your diplomatic disasters on me.
The Congolese ambassador is about to identify the SIA agent involved.
Not me. I'm not an SIA agent. I am a professional thief, and I have the criminal record to prove it.
Swell. Go turn yourself into the newspapers and tell them Noah Bain issued you a license to steal. Look, I got a whole agency to protect. And I'm not going to let one ex-con shoplifter cut us up.
Shoplifter.
All right. Twisted criminal mastermind.
Thief, Noah. Thief. Thief, plain and simple, like my father and my grandfather. I don't take the credit. It's a gift. Some people have got it. I have it. Thank you, and good night.
You're not leaving, Al. It's no use. You're going back.
What if I call a press conference of my own in jail? And I tell them about my parole officer, my personal secretary, and my housekeeper.
They'll say you're stir crazy. These young ladies never heard of you.
Claire?
Al who?
We'll all come see you on visiting day. As soon as the fallout settles, we'll spring you for good behavior. Okay? Jessica, you and Hillary dump this behind the Congolese embassy. I'll go to state and try to stabilize our position. Claire, stay here and keep an eye on Slippery Sam. If he tries to make a run for it, he can solve a lot of problems with one shot.
Oh, you're beautiful. Al who? That isn't what you whispered in my ear when I left for the office this morning.
Look, Noah's my boss. It's not like civil service. If we get out of channels, it's treason.
Is that the way you show affection?
That is my way of obeying orders.
If you really want to do Noah some good, you'll let me help locate the leak.
He'll locate the leak now that he's got a sample of the film.
Let me explain the criminal mind. When the heat's on, you unload and drop out of sight.
You think they have a supply of pictures?
You said those 3 pictures were copied a year ago. The murders occur once a month. It's like holding hot jewelry. You cut it up piece by piece, then sell it. If the man shows, you dump it.
Where do you expect to find it?
I'd start with the stewardess on the plane.
What's she got to do with it?
She was one of Noah's girls. She knew every move I made before I got on board. She'd been working on the case. She knew all about the courier.
What makes you think she would share top secret information with you?
I'm her pussycat.
Ah, you want me to let you go play?
You'd better notify security. He's up to something.
I've got to get to her before Noah does, or it's back to prison.
Well, all right then. It's no time for clear, convincing logic. If you want to escape, you have to overpower me.
I never attack a defenseless black belt karate champion.
Oh, no. You delivered your end of the deal. It's a crime to double-cross an honest criminal. You can go.
I want you to come with me. The Kengalis know me. They've seen me. They hate me, and I need the extra muscle. Please. I'll force you to come with me against your will. That's my personal hostage.
Take me.
Central Control, parolee has escaped house arrest.
Why didn't security stop him?
He's holding Miss Vickers hostage. The TV scanner saw him grab a gun. We could not follow their verbal exchange due to technical difficulties beyond our control. Over and out.
If we arrest him, he might talk to the press. Right now, he's just another escaped criminal. Off the case. Officially.
Do you really believe anyone could disarm Claire?
You heard the report. He's holding her hostage. That means he's got her right where she wants him.
Passengers with luggage requiring customs inspection, please report to gate 21. Passengers holding ATOC tickets for the United Kingdom are required to report 1 hour.
Are you sure
before
Mr. Saunders has
departure
a list of the stewardesses?
Sanders works for Noah.
She worked for Noah, too. She could have been a one night only.
He keeps a list of all the special assignments in the inner compartment of his billfold.
Does he know you?
No, only my voice. I talked to him on the phone, but he's never seen me.
Okay. Pull Mr. Clifton out of there. Here.
Where did you get that?
I found it. Lying around.
Following departure times are ATOC only. Flight 3, gate 9. Flight 7, gate 11. Student ticket and standby passengers will please wait in the customs lounge.
Ticket desk, Mr. Clifton speaking.
This is Miss Warple from personnel. Could you come over for a second, please?
What is your name, miss? Whipple? Warple, did you say? How are you spelling that? W-A-W-O-R-E-E-L. Yes. I'll be right over. Thank you. Saunders, they want me over in personnel. I'll be right back.
Inspection, please report to gate 21. Passengers holding ATOC tickets for the United Kingdom are required to report 1 hour before departure time.
May I help you?
I'd like my ticket.
Where to?
London and Rome with stopovers in Stockholm and Copenhagen.
London and Rome.
And Stockholm and Copenhagen.
Well, what about Paris?
No thanks, just London, Rome, Stockholm and Copenhagen.
Copenhagen.
Pardon, excusez. Please, is this already for the bagage to the flight to Paris? Huh?
I'm sorry, miss. I'm sorry, miss. You have to wait near the line.
Oh, of course, but not with that heavy suitcase. You know, it is very heavy.
We'll leave it here. I'll take care of it for you.
What have you done, huh? You put this thing in my stocking.
Oh, I put a thing in it. Oh, how'd they ever do that?
I need your pen.
Oh, look, it goes up on one side and it goes down the other.
Down the other. I'd like to fix it for you. They don't tell us how to do that kind of thing in the company manual. It's just,
Well, the least you can do is let me come to the front of the line now, huh?
Oh, well, yes, whatever.
Or better, on my ticket to Paris, you can take off the price of a new pair.
Price of a new... Well, but I'll have to make out a cash leg. Slip. You were,
Here's your ticket. Round trip. First class, one-way, tourist, economy. Stopovers in London, Paris.
I'm not going to Paris.
You're not going to Paris?
No.
Oh. Stockholm and Bremerhaven.
No, Stockholm and Copenhagen.
It's the same in German.
Well, I'm going to Denmark.
Have a nice trip.
Thank you.
I would never fly on an airline so unchic. I'd give them to you as a souvenir.
Here. It didn't take long now, did it?
Here it is. Flight 107. Annie Edwards. 3 Winchester House, Washington, D.C., Southwest 1.
I'll wait for you.
I'd appreciate that. She's young and beautiful. You know how it is.
She'd remember me. We were in the same study group. The subject was on small arms target practice. So don't be gone longer than 10 minutes or I'll show you how I won my expert badge.
These are for 109. Oh! Sorry about that. Let me help you.
No, it's all right. Roses everywhere. Roses, roses, roses.
Don't worry. They weren't fresh anyway. Yeah. Oh! Thorne, up the hilt. Have you got a washroom?
Yes. Right in the basement.
Thanks.
You sure that you cut off this line of wood?
Pussycat. people depress me, especially young, pretty girls.
Maybe she knew the leak.
If she did, it died with her. She didn't leave any notes.
And it means we have to go back to Go and start over. If you're right and the Kangol courier is going to unload his whole inventory, we have to bear down fast.
Reach in my pocket.
Why, you're training me to dip?
Maybe Anne did leave a note.
It was like a broken ashtray.
I found it clenched in her hand.
It's a ceramic kitten.
Pussycat. Does it say anything?
Not a word.
What about a trademark?
Yes, there's something written on it with a pencil. Reem El Harim.
Sounds like a nightclub.
It is a nightclub. Featuring Congolese flaming dishes and exotic dances.
Let's go.
I know how crazy you are about flaming dishes, but the Congolese have seen you in a magnificent close-up. You may have to hide behind my skirts.
naive way you approach the art is original and stimulating.
My father was born in this country, but my mother is born in Istanbul. My dance is like an American cigarette, a blend of Turkish and domestic.
It is mild.
Is this man your husband?
Oh, no, much closer than that. He's my agent.
New talent receives $31.50 per week, and half of all the money tossed on the floor or tucked into the folds of the veil.
$41.50 a week. We keep all the money tossed on the floor and tucked into the folds of the veil.
$34.75, and 3/4 of the floor in the veil.
$38.90. You keep the floor, we keep the veil.
The price is right, but you keep the floor, and all other fringe benefits are mine.
Sold.
Report for the second show at 11:20. He is a big hit.
Give her a raise.
Give it back.
The fringe benefits are mine.
The federal pen will be yours.
Look who was ours.
did not have time to bargain. That is half.
Are you sure you care to handle this transaction?
Wait. What I'm saying is, this is your share of the first half of the money. They are going to pay the full amount when they receive the entire cachet.
Try to make yourself more clear. Did they give you the name of the receiving agent?
The contact is Anderson, at the Montreal address.
Anderson. I'll prepare the shipment. Meet me in 1 hour.
We caught another SIA agent. She was at El Harim.
Well, where is she?
My men have her up in the loft. Come take a look. Is that the shipment?
Everything. All the contents on the bill of lading.
Sorry. Take these down to Air Express and have a ship to Montreal.
The label is on it.
Move! What is your name?
I told you.
Your real name?
Elva Harand.
Her name is Claire Vickers.
Who are you?
I worked with her. She was assigned to the counter-espionage unit.
Why were you in El Harim?
I needed the job.
Who was with you?
No one.
The manager said there was a man with you. Where did he go when he left the El Harim?
I did not see him leave.
You saw him. You have good eyes. Can you see this porcelain tray?
Yes?
Can you see this photographic acid wash?
Yes?
Do you see these hydrochloride crystals?
Yes?
See what happens when I drop a coin in. Can you see the coin? Do you see this eye cup?
Yes.
What am I doing?
You're feeling it.
Now, about the man who was with you. When he left El Harim, where did he go?
Where are you? It's Claire. Get Noah. Are you all right?
I'm being held. But he's treating me okay. so far. I need your help.
She says she needs our help.
Stop the tape. Get it on Trace.
Go ahead.
I was in a building last night in the 200 block Southwest District. Southwest District. The security leak was there at the time. No, I couldn't see his face, but his voice sounded very familiar. He knew me, and I'm certain he's an SI agent. It was around midnight. Can you check all agents in the district?
Central Control. Immediate computer check of all agents in the Southwest District as of midnight last night.
We're checking it out.
Tell Noah I know he's tracing that call, but it's no use. I get back to you from another phone booth. Sticky fingers.
Bust the trace. Keep on the name check.
Computer check reports no agents in Southwest District at any time last night. All agents accounted for.
All agents accounted for. But I knew his voice, and he didn't want me to see his face.
I caught a glimpse of him from behind a door. I thought I'd recognized him someplace before, but it doesn't make sense.
Why not? Where do you think you saw him?
Well, when I first got roped into this caper, Noah showed me 4 photographs. The one on the left looked a little like the man with the twisted hand. There's only one slight drawback. They were all dead.
We're all agents who may have had access to ID photographs.
I see what you mean. If one of them didn't die, he could be the leak.
Yeah. But it doesn't do as much good. Whoever he is, if he transmits all of the ID photographs, God knows how many agents are going to get killed. We've got to intercept this last shipment or it's all over.
Yeah, he was fooling around with a javelin.
A javelin?
You said shipment.
Yeah.
He puts the film inside, ships it out of the country. Here.
Sports Expo 68?
That's their contact point. It's an international track and field bash. It's somewhat like the Olympics, except with trade exhibits. They call it the World's Fair of Sports.
How come you know so much about it?
I'm a contender for indoor champion.
Hello, Mr. Clifton. Ticket desk speaking. Yes. Yes, of course. I'll be right over. Thank you. Mr. Saunders, excuse me?
Yes, what is it?
Apparently, I have to go over to payroll now. There's an Internal Revenue Service agent examining my withholding tax. I seem to have made an error in the number of my dependents.
I wish you'd take care of your personal problems on your own time.
I'm sorry, sir.
No.
South Central Airlines,
By the way.
Flight 114
Yes, sir.
to Philadelphia and New York City. Now boarding
Hello?
gate 21.
It's me again. Remember? I've changed my mind. I'm going with you after all. How much is a one-way ticket to Paris?
Excuse me, these people are ahead of you.
Oh, you have not changed. I'm going to report you.
Excuse me. Tourist economy, one way to Paris, is 380. You're next.
That's too expensive. Forget it. $1,941 people. Now, which one is Anderson?
71 sport exhibits, 33 restaurants, 55 snack bars.
Where did you get that?
I found it. In the gate guard's pocket.
Look in the index under Anderson.
Afghanistan, Argentina, Australia, Anderson.
Oh, half a page.
Look who's here.
There's probably a Congolese under every tourist.
We can search the music pavilion. Anderson won't be there. But we can hide in each other's arms. I wish you'd stop reading over my shoulder. You're wrecking my romantic image.
Here is an Anderson on the fencing team. Maybe they use javelins?
Maybe. Hey, my boogaloo? It's not getting through to you.
You've got the cutest boogaloo in Montreal.
So far, they've thrown discus, hammers, shot puts, and each other, but no javelins.
How can you tell if it's hollow?
It has red and yellow stripes.
You sure it wasn't a miniskirt?
Got it.
Sit down or you'll get it.
We've been looking at the wrong list. It's under Expo Services. Shipping and receiving, Anderson.
What time was the disturbance reported last night?
Around midnight. It's the right time in the right district.
This pinpoints it. Those tape techniques are Al's trademark. Department. Sports Expo 68.
Block 10, Building 4. Anderson must work in the mail department.
Along with 40 Congolese agents.
They'll be looking for a young spy couple.
Please, I'm the spy. You're the crook.
You can't help what society's done to you. They'll be looking for two of us. It's time we split up.
That's all it meant to you.
I'd ask you to infiltrate. But in your last disguise, you got caught. You think you can look like a tourist?
I didn't see you winning any awards for Best Supporting Armenian. The fringe benefits are mine.
Try it down in front of your face.
Oh, shut up. And give me your jacket.
You're not shaped like a man. What are you doing?
I'm freaking out. Which way to the student union?
Right behind the LSD pavilion.
Groovy.
Meet me in the cinema action.
Cinema what?
It's a self-service movie. I intend to involve you in a highly personal love story.
Excuse me, please. Which way to the cinema action?
Second lane, third building.
Thank you. And at what time does everything close down?
12 midnight.
Thank you.
Okay, our hero sees Mary and cracks up. Now, do you want him to get up and keep skiing with Jane? Or would you like him to get up and go to Honolulu and go surfing with Mary? How many for skiing with Jane? And how many for surfing with Mary?
Do you prefer Mary or Jane?
I prefer skiing.
You'll surf and like it.
19 for Mary, 18 for Jane. We're going surfing.
iPad, huh?
Never mind. I got the schedule from the patrol chief.
Where'd you get that?
I found it in the security guard's pocket. They go by every 10 minutes by day and every 15 minutes by night. Plus that there are 4 regular watchmen at the Congolese pavilion after hours.
Where did you get that?
From the bulletin board in the janitor's office.
Are you sure you need me?
My job is to reconnoiter and collate data.
Well, let's see. All I've got to do is slip by the Jeep patrol, break and enter, sneak by 4 night watchmen, shinny up the scoreboard, and find the hollow javelin.
You left out the courier and the Congolese bodyguards.
That's your job. You be the decoy.
wants us to follow her. A decoy. Come on.
All right, let's go.
have to shoot. I'm not an SIA agent.
You work for Noah Bain.
He forced me. I'm a convict, 131425, San Jobo Prison. Look, I'm a thief. You know how Noah uses people. You know what he did to you. He sent you in too deep. And when you got caught, he wrote you off. Same as me.
The same as you. He let me take 3 bullets at point blank range. Here. Here. And here. Nobody came to help me! He let me die.
Wait. Why kill me? You got back at him. You killed his men. You cut his agency to pieces. You got him bleeding to death.
You tried to get the photographs. You tried to save him.
That's what I call a sudden death playoff.
Right down to the final gun, huh?
Are you hurt?
I'm not sure. I'm still numb. He was one of yours. The first one caught by the enemy over a year ago. He blamed his death on you.
He turned out to be right. I'm only glad he didn't get you.
Well, I appreciate your sense of timing. Oh, here's your evidence in case this blows up into another international incident.
That security jeep should be by any minute.
Haven't you forgotten something?
What?
My parole.
Oh, your parole.
My parole.
Your parole. Oh, don't worry about it. I've decided to offer you a permanent job with the agency. We have openings for trained, experienced specialists.
Well, I'll have to check that out with my parole officer. We'll let you know when we come back from our paid vacation.
Wait.
Goodbye.
Paid vacation. Ha!
You'd better check your wallet.